Oh man, I'm telling you, Florida is the most bipolar weather on the planet. Just 3 days ago, it was, I believe, 80 degrees. Then it became 40 degrees the next day. And right now it's back to probably, right now it feels it's about 59 to 60. Florida, man, so bipolar. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin Mueller with Pips Ahoy. And today we're going to talk about how much money you need to start with if you want to go full-time into day trading. Now, specifically, I am a Forex trader. I am not a stock trader. I'm not an options trader. I just trade Forex. For me, I find Forex to be 10 times more simple to understand than stocks and options and things like that. I understand that they can be simple once you understand how they work, but the first market I was ever introduced to was actually the Forex market, so I just stuck with it. Also, think about it like this. Most of the time, you're not even going to trade all the Forex pairs. So really, you may be trading less than 20 Forex pairs at a time. How many stocks are there on the planet? There are millions of companies on the planet, and being able to understand the data behind those companies, how things work, it can get pretty overwhelming. Now, I do understand that there are also technical analysis traders in the stock market, so it pretty much doesn't matter. Anyone can get started in trading in any market. But again, just because it's very accessible doesn't mean that you're automatically going to see success in it. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about how much money you actually need to start with if you want to start making good money in this industry. So I first want to start off by saying there's this 90-90-90 rule. And there are different interpretations of it on the internet, but my favorite one is this: 90% of traders lose 90% of their money in 90 days or less. And that is very true. I actually believe it's 99, 99, 90. 99% of traders lose 99% of their money in 90 days or less. In my opinion, that's the real statistic. I say that because I've been in this industry now for 5 years, and I have seen thousands of people come in this industry and just lose everything right away. And no matter how many times they lose, they keep redepositing. And that was me. I was that person when I first started trading. I would deposit 1,000, lose it all, deposit 1,000, lose it all, deposit 1,000, lose it all. I would join a signal provider, and then they had 1 or 2 losing trades or 1 losing week. And then I would say, oh, this sucks. And then I would move on to another signal provider. Like literally every single thing that beginner traders go through is exactly what I went through in the beginning. So I know that that statistic of 99, 99, 90, in my opinion, is the more accurate one versus 90, 90, 90. Okay, so let's just get right to the meat and potatoes. How much money do you need to start with in order to go full-time into trading in the Forex market? Now, that may seem like a simple question and answer, but actually we got to get into a bit more detail about that, because it's not about the money, it's about your mindset. And I know you hear this all the time and you're probably tired of it. You're probably thinking, oh, come on, Justin, just tell me how much money I need to start with. If you're asking that question, in my opinion, you're not exactly ready. Now, it is a good question, but at the end of the day, you need to develop your mindset before anything else. And I want to give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Before I really went into full-time into trading, way before that, before I was really getting the hang of Forex and everything, I was really heavily involved in affiliate marketing, the MLM industry. And that's another video for itself, IML and all that. That's another video. But when I was really involved in the industry, I made really good money. I made 6 figures in the MLM/affiliate marketing industry. And what I did was, when I had a really good week, I remember my highest week ever in the affiliate marketing, not MLM, but in the affiliate marketing industry was $26,000. That was actually last year. So this was way before I ever discovered Divergence, way before I actually went full-time into trading, before I discovered my aha moment in my trading career. I made 26K in 1 week as an affiliate marketer. And so what I did was, I told myself, now I have a lot of money to put into my account. Thankfully, I didn't put all of it into my account, but I put $5,000. So I put $5,000 into a fresh account. And I thought, okay, this is it. Obviously $5,000 is not a lot of money when it comes to trading and attempting to go full time, especially when you don't really have a consistently winning strategy just yet. I did have a great understanding of the market. I had everything in place. It's just my problem back then was always risk management, and which is everyone's problem in the beginning. Everyone's problem is mainly risk management. So I deposited $5,000 into the account thinking this is it, because in the past I used to always deposit only $1,000 or less. So I thought $5,000 was a huge step up for me. So I put $5K into the account, and in 2 weeks I lost it all. And let me tell you, that really hurt. that really did hurt. I felt so bad losing all that. Thankfully, at the same time, I told myself, well, it's better to lose that than the whole 26K, right? So I didn't deposit anymore after that. That is my recommendation for you, is do not deposit a lot of money. Do not start thinking, okay, because I have $50,000, I can go full-time into trading. It doesn't work like that. How can you expect to go full-time into an industry you know nothing about? How can you expect to go full-time into an industry if you haven't proved to yourself that you have consistency ingrained into your strategy and into your livelihood? But let's just say, for example, you have a lot of money sitting around. Doesn't matter how you acquired that money. Let's say you have a lot of money and you probably thought to yourself, okay, let me start a business. I have $300,000. Let me go ahead and start my own company. My opinion, that's a recipe for disaster, because if you have never ran a company yourself, if you have never actually been involved in what you're about to pursue, no amount of money can save you from your own mistakes. I can promise you that. It doesn't matter how much money you have, experience will triumph over anything else. You can grab someone who has years of experience and they could start with $0 and make more money than you with no experience, and you start with $100,000, and that's a fact. What I'm trying to say here is just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you should go full-time or even attempt to trade at all. You need to, step one, develop a winning strategy. So it doesn't matter if it's divergence, whatever you want. It honestly doesn't matter what kind of strategy you are trading with on a daily basis, as long as it is consistent and profitable long-term. Don't forget, every single strategy on the planet will have losing weeks, will have a losing month. So you have to be ready to deal with that. So again, that's what I'm going to talk about in my other video, one of my next few videos about how to live on your own and everything. And yeah, you need to be prepared for those losing weeks and those losing months, because it's part of the process. Another thing I want to mention is that if you cannot handle losing weeks or losing months, you will not succeed as a trader. As a human being, we can't handle it. It's not built into us to handle losing our money, to handle losing our hard-earned money. That is a learned skill. That is a learned trait. You have to develop that in your brain. It's not something that happens right away. So always keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind if you want to go full-time into trading. The amount of money you have right now is not as important compared to your mindset. Yes, the amount of money is important, and I will get to how much money you need, in my opinion. But first, before the money, focus on developing your mindset. Okay, Justin, so you keep on talking about how to develop your mindset. So how do I actually develop my mindset to go full-time into trading? Well, here's what you need to do. Everybody says you need to go read all these books. Everybody says you need to read documentaries. Personally, I've only read one book, and it was half of a book. I think it was called Naked Trading or Trading in the Zone. I don't even remember. I was reading it and then I stopped. I have this bad habit of not finishing any book that I start. So I technically really haven't read any books from start to end in this trading industry. So I technically haven't read any books from start to end in this industry. And I got to where I am today, where I live off my trades, I do everything from my trading, just from the trading alone. So how did I develop my mindset? Here's how. I did a lot of research into the most profitable trading strategies on the market. And then, well, this is what I did in my 4th year, right? Which is what happened when I discovered divergence, now in my 5th year. So I really did a lot of research into the most profitable strategies in the market, in the world. And I spent a good amount of time, probably like 4 or 5 months, just really honing in on that skill set. And I went through all the ups and downs. What I went through in that 4 to 5 months of testing divergence on my own before really taking it serious on my live account, what I learned at that time pretty much was equivalent to my 3 to 4 years of trading prior to that. So there are people who can practice for only 5 to 6 months and see way more success than people who've been trading for 5 or 10 years. I've seen it. I have seen it, and it is incredible seeing that happen. I've seen people come into this industry with zero knowledge about trading whatsoever, and in 6 months, they become a very profitable trader, and they just know, they just learn it so much easier. It's all because of the mentor they had. It's about the strategy they had, and they found a strategy that fits their personality. That's probably the most important one, because let's say you're a scalper. Nothing wrong with being a scalper, but let's say you're a scalper. Develop your own strategy that's winning and consistent for long term, that revolves around scalping. If you're a swing trader, if you're an intraday trader, find and develop your own strategy that revolves around intraday trading or swing trading. That's another thing. At the end of the day, developing the winning mindset, developing the proper mindset to go full-time into trading comes with experience. It's not something I can tell you. And I know that's not what you want to hear. You come to these videos, you come to my channel because you just want a direct answer on how to do this, how to do that, how to place your stop loss and take profit. It's more than just that. It's experience. If you jump into any industry demanding quick answers, you're going to have the quickest losses that you've ever had in your life. So do not demand quick answers, do not demand quick results, because trust me, nothing is quick, nothing is fast, nothing is overnight. If you're expecting that, then it's not for you. So let's go ahead and actually talk about the money right now. In my opinion, you need to have a bare minimum of $10,000 in your account if you really want to go full-time into trading. If you have anything under $10,000, you're just playing around right now and you're just getting the hang of it. You're just learning how to place your trades. You're just practicing your strategy. So you need to have, in my personal opinion, at least $10,000 if you want to at least attempt trading full-time. You're gonna have other traders say, don't go trading full-time unless you have $50,000 or $100,000. This goes back to what I was saying in the beginning of my video. Just because something is very accessible doesn't mean you're necessarily gonna see success. Because yes, it may be more accessible nowadays because of technology, because of, regulations, all that stuff. But that doesn't mean that you're gonna see success because you can deposit $100. There's a reason why people with more money make more money, is because they know how to properly leverage that money. If you start off with little money, you're not gonna turn that $100 into $1 million unless you're someone with a lot of skill, someone with consistency, someone with dedication, all these things. And not everybody has those traits and has those skill sets in order to grow their account super fast in such a short period of time. And another quote that changed my life is, if you can grow a small account, you can grow a big account. So before you even attempt trading full-time, even if you've been trading for a few years, even if you have $100,000 in your bank, trust me, save the losses, try to grow a small account. So if you have $100,000 ready to deposit, don't deposit $100,000. Start with maybe $500, maybe $1,000, whatever you can afford to lose. Only deposit what you can afford to lose and try growing that small account. So if you're gonna start with $100, try growing it to 1,000. You will see it's not as easy as it looks. It's not as easy as you think. If you start with 1,000, try growing that to 10,000. Don't get into any more than 5 trades at a time, and make it so you cannot go higher than maybe 3 mini lots, right? Put yourself a challenge that may seem easy at first, but is actually not easy at all, because it's all mental. This entire industry is mental. Trading is mental. That's my rant for the morning. I have my best ideas at night before I go to bed, and then I write them down. And I decided, okay, this morning I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to do that. So your mindset is more important than the profits, and that's a fact. That's it. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.